I'm Michael Artis, you're the Terrifics, thanks so much for watching. We're here at the Sansa Expo Center in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is where the innovation happens, where the startups are, Eureka Park. It's a lot of fun here. At BeTerrific Media, or at BeTerrific Media, at BeTerrific TV on all social media. Combining some words here. It's getting late in the day and long in the week, isn't it? We've been here doing a lot of great stuff for you. If you missed anything, don't worry. After we go off air today, we'll loop all our CES content until we make it back to our studio in the next few days. And of course, we'll have everything up on our YouTube page and our site, BeTerrific.com and YouTube.com/BeTerrific. I've got my wonderful co-host, Andrea Visano, alongside me.
Yes, it's been a few minutes since we've been together on the same set. We've been separated for 2 days.
And it's you've done amazing.
Thank you.
And it's been fun to watch you from the other set, but also like frustrating because I know we wanted to be on the same set a lot and then separate, and it's just logistically I thought we'd be able to go there and be here, a lot easier.
There's so much traffic, there's so many people, but it's really been good because we've been able to cover a lot more with the two of us at 2 different sets. And it's bringing it to the audience. We're bringing more coverage, so it's good.
And we even were able to record some stuff when we weren't on air that we can roll in later so that we can get even more
a lot of good stuff.
And hopefully only bigger and better next year. We've got Ethan here from LifeFuels.
Yep.
First thing is you guys have won some awards, CES, official CES Innovation Award from unbelievable in the fitness, sports, and biotech space. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
That's the biggest one.
It is. It's really been the biggest buzz here at the show. Lots of activity for that. We're very appreciative for that. It's really given us a lot of great publicity as well.
I think well deserving. I probably could have picked that out for you guys when I saw you at CES Unveiled.
We appreciate that.
We squeezed John. You remember? We were walking out the door. We were packing up. We were about to pack up, and I said, "Oh, whoa, one more interview."
Yep. Again, we appreciate that.
And I had seen you earlier in the night. I'm like, we got to squeeze you on because I was impressed with your product, which we'll get to in a minute. And then best of CES from Engadget. Pretty impressive there as well.
Yep.
And look at how kind we are to plug another media organization such as Engadget, which doesn't need any help. But we like Engadget. We had them on the other day, and I read their stuff on a daily basis too. They're a wonderful organization, and this is a very prestigious award as well. Hopefully in the future we'll have our own awards, the Terrifics.
Well, you guys would be perfect for that. That's awesome.
Thank you. The Terrifics are our fans, and hopefully we'll somehow incorporate them in deciding the awards too. I know Andrea and I will give our picks later for what we thought were the best products that we saw here at CES 2016.
Very neat.
Just to give them out, not as an award. You've got a water bottle that dispenses all sorts of other stuff. It's smart, it's electronic, it's healthy, it's good for you. I'm talking vitamins, I'm talking supplements, I'm talking even beverages. Unbelievable, and it tracks it all and then can keep track of it on your phone. It's called LifeFuels. Tell me a little bit more about it and where we are in the progression.
Yeah, this sounds so interesting.
Yeah, so we've closed out our pre-orders at the end of last year. We'll be working on delivering those here in the first quarter and then be ready for general availability in Q2. What we've basically done is we are the first portable device that allows a consumer to take the vitamins, nutritional products, and healthy beverages that they're consuming on a daily basis, integrate it into a device that will allow them to dispense as well as track all of the activity that happens within that device. So we are the first vendor, first company to connect products people are consuming, things that they are already walking around with a water bottle and a phone, and we've made that one whole ecosystem.
You know why this is great? Because, well, you know me. You do something that says like 1 scoopful, and I don't know how to do that, and then I still have to scoop on the floor.
Right.
That's number one. Number two, I'd love to track what I take in, but I got to sit there and I got to punch in. I had French fries, and they're like, were they seasoned French fries? Were they this French fries? I'm like, oh my God, I don't know they were French fries. And so I love the idea of being able to track what you're taking in, but letting something else figure out, giving you the right amount, figuring out what it's tracking, and then also it can adjust for you. Yeah. So it can say, you know what, you need this right now.
I think it's, especially if it's something like liquid, it's something that we all take for granted. You know, you're supposed to have 8 glasses a day of water. I have no idea, and especially with different bottle sizes. I may have a huge bottle and I'll be like, oh yeah, I did so good, I drank the 1 bottle, but I'm not refilling it again because it's lugging around and that kind of thing. It's definitely something that I find myself dehydrated and lacking of certain vitamins. So I'm a little bit excited about this product right now.
Very cool.
I've spent a lot of time hanging out with athletes, so has Andrea, professional athletes, and their trick for when they go out for a night of drinking is to consume a lot of Gatorade on their way home before they get to bed, Pedialyte or Powerade, something like that.
Sure.
It seems to work well, but I imagine that if you had something like this with you, you wouldn't have to make a run to the drugstore or the convenience store.
That's right.
And you'd be able to take the appropriate amounts of everything, because I always say, now you're taking a ton of sugar in, maybe you just want the electrolytes.
That's right, and that's exactly what we've done. So there's great products in those categories. We have, again, connected that via technology, so it's one button to dispense it and to have it in your body and have it logged in the app like we were talking about. That's all that has to happen. We call it nutrition on the go.
I think this is a really innovative product. I really do. I mean, I think the awards are well deserving. I said before that I certainly feel like when we met at CES Unveiled, I could have predicted this. I didn't. I had to get you on. Like when I saw the bottle, you remember I walked up to you guys.
I do. That was great.
What is that?
Yep.
That's what we try to do. We try and find young companies that are innovative and stuff like that and bring them to the people. My question is, how did you think of this? Because I never would have thought of that.
Yeah, so we had our CEO and one of our co-founders had a situation about 8 years ago where his wife was not getting the nutrition that she needed during her third pregnancy. So to augment that, he basically became the manual dispensing system.
No way.
Yeah, it was
what
creating
a good
drinks
guy.
for her. He's a great guy.
On.
So yeah, so he created drinks for her and was kind of the scheduler, like, hey, let's make sure you do this, make sure you do that. But obviously through that process, he realized there's got to be a better way to do this.
Well, and I think that's to Andrea's point.
Yeah, absolutely, and especially vitamins specifically. Right. I want you to tell us exactly how this works, because that's something that I lack for sure, and with all of the traveling we do, you need twice as much.
Right.
And if I'm not taking them, period, and then I'm traveling and supposed to keep track and find them in different baggies, it's just not who I am.
Yeah.
So I think this would help me.
Nutrition is very complicated.
Yes,
that's how we summarize it. It's complicated, and adherence to nutritional regimens is extremely difficult. So we really feel this industry, nutrition and technology together, is just meant to be and meant to happen.
So how does it work?
Yeah, so what we've done is we've worked with over 40 brands to repackage their products in a technology-enabled packaging. There's a tag that's on the pod, we call it a fuel pod. Pods can hold up to 25 servings in a pod for that. So they send us the product, we package it in our proprietary packaging. We can hold up to 5 pods in the lid, so you can actually have over 100 servings in your lid. So essentially have your nutrition for your week or your month, depending on the product.
Wow, not just the day.
Yeah. And you can pop out one and pop in another one.
Absolutely.
So what are the kinds of things we're talking about? I mean, I mentioned like tea and all sorts of other stuff, but we also mentioned vitamins and supplements. I guess maybe somehow electrolytes. What are some of the things? Really
2 categories. We kind of have the healthy beverage category. We'll have like natural fruit punch and coconut water and things like that we've had a lot of conversations about. And then we have what we call more functional beverages. So maybe a pre-workout, a post-workout, something that's designed for a particular type of individual based on what their physical or their goals are and things like that.
So we're talking like whey protein and stuff like that.
Things like that. What's great though, through this mechanism, we're able to take advantage of some great innovations in nutrition. So protein right now is actually, there's a kind of a need or an interest in liquid protein because you do not need your 4 scoops like you were talking about before, the complexity of that. Did I get enough? Do I put my hand over the edge to make sure I'm getting the right serving size and things like that.
So I like that you're talking about liquids. So they're not, I thought they were always going to be powders, so some of them can be liquids, which I think is actually a better situation.
Yeah, it's a much more convenience related thing. When we do the powders, we do have powder options that we do as well. That's certainly a large portion of the nutritional marketplace.
But you don't want to dry everything out or whatever they do to powder.
It is a totally different approach to that. What's great about the liquids is you can get the multiple servings in the pod, and so you're not like in a regular coffee machine, kind of a 1-cup machine, having to put a new cup in or a new thing in every time. You literally can have 25 drinks from one single pod.
I can't believe that.
You said we travel.
I'm like, what?
You said we travel a lot, and this is great for travel, but even just on the airplane, because you swell on the airplane, you get more fatigued, you get dried out, all these other things you can do.
It does. Traveling adds all of these other elements that if you don't have these things readily accessible, you're not going to have it. You're running around, you have bags, you're like, oh, it's too expensive there to buy a drink.
Absolutely. What it talks to on that is in the way we've designed it, we're not making the products, so we're repackaging products that are already being bought at Whole Foods and things like that. But your 5 pods may be different than your 5 pods, right? And depending on your lifestyle and what your goals are, you're able to customize the machine for.
Are you going to have like things online? Normally maybe a trainer or a nutritionist would help me figure out what I need. Are you going to have ways for us to get help and figure out what we need?
Yeah, we are. We absolutely are. The starting point for that is we're doing that through our app.
Okay.
So we've already integrated with Apple Health Kit and Fitbit.
Wow.
We can make recommendations based off of exercise data that we get from an individual's wearable device.
So mine would say 0 exercise.
Not here.
I'm
in
sure
Vegas.
you've been on your feet a lot. You've been on your feet a lot.
I did use that Tao product. I did work out on set yesterday.
But so literally you could have a heavy exercise day, and the next day or even that evening we could say, hey, you had a heavy exercise day, recommend this electrolyte, or you drink 2 additional glasses from the bottle for that. And we think we're the first one to correlate that data through an app.
Well, and that's what I've been saying last year. The big thing was, let's collect all this data. What do you do with it? Now we have something we can do with it. And I think that's really important, but also when you look around here, like we have the hemoglobin monitor that you don't have to prick the skin for. And all these other things, when you start incorporating those sensors and tying it to the health kit and then tying this to the health kit, and it can know your blood sugar of anybody, not just a diabetic, and it can know your electrolytes, and it can know all this stuff. Wow, it's like we're going to be a walking emergency room, and maybe we could even have that be like an IV bag. So you mentioned 40 brands. Can you tell me some of those brands we'd recognize?
Yeah, so they're more in the nutritional space. Stir is a very big brand for us. They're probably the leading natural kind of water enhancer for that. It's only natural products that they produce. They've got a lot of great buzz. Trace Minerals is used by a lot of NFL teams and Division I programs and things such as that nature. eBoost, it's a big natural energy company. So those are some of the premier ones that are in that space are very prominent.
You know what I like about this the most is this is really the beginning of what we're going to do with our nutrition and our foods. This is the starting point. It's very visionary. I imagine you guys will continue to expand on this product for other products that go into actual food intake. But this is really the beginning of customizing our meals. And it's interesting, there are a lot of other cultures outside the US that look at food as just a means to survive, and it's a very different approach. We look at it as we have to enjoy it and we have to do all this stuff. I've started to look at it more as like it's just about survival. I mean, it's nice to have a nice meal. I really enjoy sitting down. It's about the only time I relax. But on the other hand, it's more important to put the right things in your body than the wrong things, because wow, those fries taste really good.
That's right. Short-term indulgence. Right.
So then tell me, how does it work?
Through
fruition.
Absolutely. So what we basically do is, again, we talked about the pods. You're able to put the pods in the lid. You close the lid up. It's really designed to be kind of a 2-part thing. You're able to, on the screen right here, just cycle through the 5 pods that you have. So it'll say, here's your workout. Let's do that. I'll just, if you could hold it for me, that'd be great. And then you're able to simply, after you identify what pod you want to dispense from.
I just saw it squirt.
You see the squirt?
Will it light, or is this just for a demo? I saw the lights.
It always will light.
I love that.
It's basically a symbol of letting the consumer know that it has dispensed.
When can I get one so I can say my water bottle lights up?
We'll talk about that after this. It is a unique thing. So you saw the squirt from that.
What did you choose?
I did a daily multi. Vitamin,
So that was a vitamin.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. And I'm going to show you the app actually, if we can do that too.
I think what's great too is like when we're on set, as we start to feel our throats get dry and sore through an event like this, we can do something to coat it.
Then you can hit the right button.
It would be great if
to let it go, so I could get some coconut water in here.
Turn around, spin it around to yourself, and you'll see the squirt come out.
I'd like if we could put cough.
There you go. You saw it. Isn't that great?
Cough medicine thing in there too.
There's a lot of opportunities in that device.
By the way, that is great. Yes.
Yeah.
So then that's in here.
Yeah. So that's in there. What happens then?
Oh my God! I just thought of something. I'm going to stop you for 1 second.
Okay. Sure.
What's the hardest thing with little kids is giving them medicine.
Absolutely.
Right? They don't want to take it. So you have to mix it into their drinks.
Right.
You could. Oh, this does it.
You're
so
excited.
Every parent is going to want this.
Right. We are hoping so.
Well, not only want it for themselves, for their kids.
Sure. No. Agreed.
All right,
so if you put that on the table, then I'll hold this up real quick. So what we've done is, with the app, we've actually been able to create this screen where it will show you all the products that you have in your lid. This is where the recommendations from wearable devices come from. We also allow the user to track how they're doing against goals based on their intake.
Great.
We do have daily challenges to help motivate use of the device and reinforce good behavior and good use. We do have what we call a fuel log. We'll log the dispenses so you know if you took your daily multivitamin that day. And this is where we get to some really neat data. So automatic hydration level tracking, you can see we're pretty not hydrated here in Las Vegas.
You didn't
dry
do
air, lots of walking.
Really.
And then we do, because of the tag that's on the pod, we actually will show all the micronutrients from the products that are in there and tell you how you're doing against your goals for that. And we've worked with dietitians and nutritionists to help us develop that piece.
And so you'll have videos and stuff online to help out.
You got it.
That's awesome.
Last one money shot here, essentially a remote for the bottle, so you're able to cycle through the wheel and see what you want. You're able to dispense from the bottle.
So you don't have to press the button on there.
You don't. You could do it from your app if you wanted to.
I love that. You should do a Russian roulette just for fun. Like just spin the wheel and get whatever you get.
That's awesome. And then the last piece here on the screen, you're actually able to adjust the strength preference of the dispense.
Okay.
So you make it a little lighter based on your preference, based on the beverage that you're drinking. Sure. You're also able to make it a little bit stronger if you'd like to as well. And it logs all that activity.
Any chance you could work on Starbucks to get me some iced coffee in that thing?
We do have coffee options, not from Starbucks at this time.
Fun.
But yeah, so we're able to do that. And then we also make it easy for the user to buy additional pods, as you would expect for them, much like iTunes.
It's a lot more buttoned up in 2 months.
It is. We've been working hard.
This is very impressive.
We got a great team.
How much is that going to cost me?
So we're going to sell it with a box of pods.
Okay. My choice?
Over 100 servings. Right now it's a starter pack with that.
It's a overall general
recommended. It's kind of a general
starter.
pack. You got it. So it's about 2 to 4 weeks based on your utilization, and the bottle for $1.99 is the MSRP on that.
And then how much will refills cost?
Comparable to what you're buying similar products at the store.
Okay.
So if you have there's a pre-workout powder or something like that, that's going to be more expensive certainly than a fruit punch.
Right.
And it's shot of fruit punch.
Wireless charging, is that correct?
There is. There's a coaster based called inductive charging. You just sit it on the coaster.
That's fun. Now, here's a big question.
Yeah.
How easy is this to clean?
It is very easy to clean. So it's simply taking off the lid for that. We've got it buttoned up because it's been manhandled through the show. But it's essentially, you do the screw.
Okay.
It's dish rag, for the top.
Yep.
To clean that, you can slide the cup out. That is dishwasher safe.
Oh, wow.
But we've got a lot of technology in that lid. It's not quite ready for the dishwasher.
You don't want that in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very, very cool.
But I think that's one of the most important things, especially with water bottles and people refilling them.
Absolutely.
You get lazy.
So,
I was
going to
say, you could fill it through the straw. You could fill it through the opening of the top, too. I mean, those are great points that we're constantly working on the design.
I mean, the reason I don't carry a water bottle all the time, as opposed to walking around with like new bottles, is because when I played hockey growing up, my hockey team was, we were a bunch of goons. And we didn't exactly wash out our water bottles between games. So you'd get on the bench and your bottle of water would be, half filled, and then somebody would go over the toilet, the water fountain.
Gross.
And fill it up. And it would taste like mildew. It would taste like mildew.
Yeah.
But I think that almost all plastic water bottles have this. How do you keep this from doing that?
So a lot of that is, certainly it's water over time does that too, but when you try to put functional beverages in there that are very complicated and they've got a lot of ingredients and things to them, certainly like the green powders and the proteins and stuff like that, that stuff just sticks. So for us, the cup is you just slide it out, purchase additional cups. You can stick the cup in the dishwasher.
Great.
That's really where a lot of the action
and then like a year in when you're like, hey, this cup's had enough, you buy a new one.
Very, very easy. We're making it very easy for people to do that.
What colors? Can we get BeTerrific red?
You can. So we got red, green, blue, space gray, and black.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, when can I get it?
So it's going to be in Q2. For general availability.
All right, excellent. We can't wait to do a tech review on it, both of us.
Yeah, awesome. No, we look forward to that. That'd be great.
She'll do the workout one, I'll do the coffee one. No, we'll see how I can do with general nutrition. It'll be a lot of fun. Impressed, right?
Very, very cool.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming on. Thanks for giving us your time. I know you've been super busy.
No, it's been great. We really appreciate it. It's been a great show. We couldn't be happier with the results.
Well, good luck.
That's great to hear. We think CES is unbelievable. We're really excited about this and can't wait to check it out.
Great.
And I know the Terrifics can't wait. I'm sure you're getting some more pre-orders right now.
We are. We've actually had a tremendous amount of demand while we've been here.
LifeFuels.com?
.co.
.co. Oh, I remember this now. Yeah. LifeFuels.co, LifeFuels.co, LifeFuels.co. And I've been doing this whole show, and so has Andrea, without any vitamins, but we've been able to keep our energy level up, and that is because we're getting a great night's sleep. Not a lot of sleep, but a great quality of sleep, and that's because we're using BedGear pillows that were custom fit for us. Go to bedgear.com. Click on the pillow ID icon and get a pillow custom fit for you based on your body size, your frame, how you sleep, the style of sleeping. Do you like firm? Do you like squishy? And then you will get a pillow with the greatest technology you've ever seen in it. It will have AirX technology to allow the air to breathe and come out the sides of the pillow. You will also have vortex inside to allow the pillow to breathe and to support you. And of course, the Dry-Tech fabric on top will wick the moisture away from you and keep you dry. These are pillows that you've seen on set. We've shown you them the last few days, but in all this heat, under all these lights, they're always cool to the touch. It truly is unbelievable. I know I've been sleeping amazing, and so has Andrea. So you got to get your own pillow made at bedgear.com. And check out their backrest while you're at it. It's got the same technology in it, so you can read a book, watch TV, or game for hours with the Fusion backrest without getting hot. Check out bedgear.com for more. We'll be back with a whole lot more. Your live continuing CES 2016 coverage here from the Sands Expo right after this. Stay with us.